Whew, that was bright. Hey guys, it's Jay here again. So I actually had a topic to talk about, but before that, a little bit of an update on my life. So I went to the doctor, and I'm just waiting on my lab work to come back and be cleared, so I can get my script. So that should happen within the next couple weeks. I'm going to be starting on 100 milligrams once a week, 0.5 cc injections. So I'm really excited about that. And it was really cool. My mom went to the appointment with me, and it was awesome because she learned a lot. Like, we sat and talked with them for like 3 hours, and it made her feel so much more comfortable with this process, because that was one of her biggest worries, was like, what is tea going to do to you? What are possible side effects? And it just made her so much more comfortable with the idea of it. And it just really showed her support and everything, which was awesome. I'm really lucky and grateful for that I have that support within my family and my friends. Coming out has been like really good for me, and I definitely appreciate that. It also leads to like some really funny moments with my mom. Like, I live in the South and it's really hot, so I wear shorts all the time, and some shorts I have like are tighter, like fitting shorts, and I just feel more comfortable if I pack. And so I packed one day wearing like fitting, kind of tighter shorts than I usually wear, and my mom like had never seen me pack before, and I like walked out and she was like staring at my dick and she's like, what? She's like, when did that happen? I was like, Mom, it's packing, it's yada yada yada. And so she proceeded to like ask me and like make a conversation about this for 5 minutes, and then even after we got over the conversation and went into another conversation that had nothing to do with it at all, like I kept catching her staring at my dick, like she was just amazed. And now like whenever I wear shorts, she's like, where's your bulge? If I'm not packing. It's really funny. It's awesome though. My mom's awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited that my mom's on board and everything, and everyone I live with is like totally on board. I started my new job. Well, I officially start Wednesday, but today I helped them with an event. So I really like got to know the crew and stuff, so that was cool, and it was nice to work. I haven't worked in like a month because I just moved down here and looking for a job and everything. It takes time. So it felt really good to work again. I did get a little sunburnt, and it was really hot and such a long day because we were outside at some festival, and I was like standing in front of a 500-degree pit grill that was like, it was ridiculous, but I love it. So yeah, that's that. And now to the topic that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to know if any guys out there had experience with addiction and transition. And for like me, all my videos, they're my opinion, it's my feelings, it's what I go through. And for me, I'm an addict, and I think it plays a lot and relates a lot to my transition. The way like my coming out story kind of goes is like I figured out I was trans when I was 13. I figured out like what it was that was so different about me and what I thought was wrong with me, and I didn't like it. I was really, really scared, and I kind of bottled it up for a long time, and that led to a really unhappy like adolescence. Like going through my teen years, I had a lot of problems and developed, I don't know if I'd say developed, but I ended up with the wrong people at the wrong time and getting some bad, nasty habits. So I went to rehab when I was 18, and for the first time in my life I was sober, and I was actually feeling and had emotions, and I had to face those instead of bottling them up. And one of the biggest problems I saw that kept arising during my recovery was my issues with trans and my issues with my body dysphoria and things like that. And it got to a point where I really had to face it, and I really had to start accepting it, or it was going to keep me, in such a dark place in my life. And ever since then, it's been awesome. I got out of rehab, and a couple months later I was able to come out to my family and my friends, and that's when I started living as trans and living like as male in real life, as they say. And it's been awesome. At the same time, like, it's been a struggle, like it is for, you know, a lot of people. For me, coming out was awesome. It was such a release, but at the same time, it was okay for me to be dysphoric now. So it kind of intensified my dysphoria, which is why it's awesome that I'm going to be starting T. But, you know, I just wanted to, like, put that out there. I haven't really seen too many guys talk about it. Maybe, you know, they're just fortunate to not ever have to deal with issues like that. But I have, and I was just wondering if there's anybody out there that, you know, how to deal with that. And, you know, how does it affect you in your transition? And especially, you know, guys that have started T. And, you know, I'm really nervous for starting T and being an addict because there's certain precautions that I have to take. Like, I know that T it's a life-changing thing, and, you know, there's that emotional roller coaster you go through in the beginning and everything, and it's like, if I don't keep my mind right during that process, during the adjusting period, you know, I could really end up, you know, in those dark days again, and that's not what I want to do. My mom's coming. I hear my mom. Anyway, so it leads me to have to take precautions. Like, I have to be open with my mom, which is why I'm also very grateful for her being so supportive during this process with me, because I can be open with her and honest with her and be like, listen, you know, I would feel more comfortable if you had control of my needles, you know, because having a stock of needles ready available to me can lead to dangerous things, sadly. And I don't want that to happen. You know, so we agreed, like, she's going to have a lockbox and have the key, and when it comes time for my shot, I have to ask her, and she's going to be there, and then she'll dispose of it for me, you know, just to make sure, while I'm still staying sober, that, you know, through the adjusting process and everything, that I don't get down and, you know, end up making a mistake. Since I've been out of rehab, I've certainly relapsed, and I've certainly gone through things. Even coming out and feeling so much better about myself, you know, addiction is something that's an everyday battle, and some days you don't win. You know, but most days I do, and those are the days I focus on, and today I won, so that's all I can worry about. But yeah, I just think it's played like a huge thing in my transition and a huge thing in my life. It's a really big deal. It's almost like, as trans can control your life, addiction can too, in the same sense. So I just wanted to put that out there and see if anybody had any thoughts about that, if anybody had to go through anything like that, you know, and what did you do, you know, to help keep yourself sober through the process of coming out and, you know, maybe starting T and things like that. Yeah, so I just want to throw that out there. And that's really it. I'll make another update when I get my script and when I do my first shot, because that should be only in 2 weeks, and I'm really excited. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. You know, subscribe, watch my videos, whatever you want to do. I make these videos for myself. It's an outlet for me to help keep my mind right. You know, just like writing in my journal, and, you know, just trying to keep myself centered, really. But, you know, I really appreciate, you know, the viewers and everything, and, you know, I appreciate that there's people out there that want to watch me go through my process, just as I watched tons and tons of guys go through their process for the past, like, 6 years. And, you know, like, my thing is like, now, instead of just watching the video, I watch the video and I comment. And that's what you should do, you know, get involved. And, you know, trans guy, not, whatever, whoever, you know, like, if you, like, get involved in people. Social interaction is good. And nowadays, with our society, it's all online. So, I don't know, say hi or something. Thanks.